Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Sarita. I'm the high school music teacher here at St. Matt's. And this year, I will be your MC, or this night, I'll be your MC for tonight. Welcome to the Spring Concert 2024. I want to start off by acknowledging that the school is located on the ancestral, territorial, and unceded land of the Algonquin peoples, whose territory we pray, learn, play, and work. Tonight we have an awesome lineup of musical acts for you. You may have noticed while entering the gym, we have some beautiful artwork on display from our students from grades 9 to 12. Also, there is a craft market sale from the high school art club. They'll still be there during our brief intermission, so please go check them out if you have not had a chance yet. So without further ado, let's get the evening started. First up, we have the jazz band. Yeah. Yeah, I got my mic cut off there. I guess I should have been on stage because I'm actually directing this band. So this is a brand new ensemble that we started up just after the March break in this semester. So there were a few keen students who wanted to see if we could get a little jazz band going as a curricular. So I blocked off my Thursday lunches and reserved the music room for the jazz band. This extracurricular ensemble was run sort of like a club, where students would kind of come and go and see what's happening, see what we're working on. But as we got closer to this concert, we had to lock down who and what we are playing, so we did that recently. The jazz band, in its current form, has students from grades 9 all the way to 12, and 2 teachers as well. We have Mr. Chin on vibraphone, and we have Mr. Brockman joining us, tickling the ivories on the keyboard, as it were. We only have 2 songs for you to start us off tonight. The first one is All of Me. And no, this is not the John Legend song from the same title that Mr. Brockman thought we might be playing. This is the jazz standard written way back in 1931. Some famous artists who have performed this song include Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong, Billie Holiday, and Ella Fitzgerald. So here is All of Me. We had Alexandra on the trombone there, giving us a solo. That's good. Yeah, these guys are awesome. Especially considering they've only been playing together for like a few weeks, like quite literally. So next up we're going to be playing another classic made famous by Duke Ellington. This is Take the A Train.
So when he came back in January and said, game on, challenge accepted. So it was, I decided to throw first two pieces at them. Very, very different pieces. The first piece that we're going to do for you tonight is what a lot of my students do during class. It's called Daydreams. So it's very melodic. You're going to notice that there's two different counter melodies that kind of play off each other. So it's, again, it's a grade 0.5 piece or grade half piece, but it gets them experimenting with different voices. So you can see what I mean when I said game on. So when they took those two pieces and they kind of performed them as well as they did, I left the other one for last. The other one that they're going to do is Cattle Fire is their favorite, so we're going to save that one for last. I decided, okay, I'm going to challenge, I'm going to up the ante again. I'm going to give you a grade 1 piece. This time we're not even staying in the same tempo. We're not all playing at the same time. Game on. And again, these guys continue to rise to the occasion. I'm very, very, very proud of them. We only rehearse twice a week. We've threw in a couple extra rehearsals, but I know a lot of my band members, they play sports and everything like that, so I'm competing with football. I'm competing with soccer. I'm competing with everything. So I do appreciate the time they give me. So this one is called Colliding Visions. So you'll see what I mean when we talk about the speed change. I'll see you at the end. Oh, hold on. I was told to warn you. I'm a little quirky. I should preface this with that. Quirky's probably putting this nicely. There have been times when I've had no flutes, or I've had no clarinets, or I've had no saxophones, or like none of the bass section. So I started talking about how they were like little bits of clothing. So please do not be shocked when you hear me say, pants go. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It just means that my bass section, which is the bottom half, they need to come in now. Okay, just figured I should warn you. The song that I chose because it reminded me of video games, of movies, of action. So it's called Shadow Fire. And so you're supposed to have visions of knights and dragons and all that exciting stuff. So hopefully within this, you'll see that. Also, you probably noticed since Christmas, I've challenged my percussion section a lot. They're moving around a little bit more. So this is another one that kind of challenges my percussion section because they have it easy at Christmas time. I have the idea a little bit on that. So hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully have a great evening.
Thank you, grade 7 mates, and Miss Fowler, of course, for sharing your musical talents with us. I truly hope that many of the grade 8s you consider joining the junior band next year. Next up, we have the Glee Club. If you were lucky enough to attend our Christmas concert, you would have seen the choir perform. Now, the choir was a new initiative led by Mr. Brockman, who you saw in the jazz band. And since then, it has grown and is rebranded into the Glee Club. So with that, I will let Mr. Brockman take it away to introduce what the Glee Club will be performing tonight. Let's give a warm welcome to the Glee Club.
Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for that warm welcome. Thank you, sir, for that introduction. So, yes, we are the Glee Club. We have about 7 of us here today. For those of us among us who are here at the winter concert, you may remember us, but we only had 2 of us. So, we have grown. So, can we get a little applause for that? So look out for that, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So for the second tune, we're going to slow things down a little bit. We have a lot of passion and soul in this Glee Club. So the second tune is a little bit more passionate, a little bit more soulful, and it's a song that we all have a lot of love in our hearts, so this is a love song. And if you'd like to sing along, we'd love to hear you.
I found love for you.
choices, a couple potential Glee Club members, I think, maybe. For this last song, I know everybody knows it, okay? So I want to hear you, I want to see you jumping up and down, having a great time, because it is an absolute banger. These kids have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be loud, it's going to be proud, it's going to be awesome. So that is going to be our third song. I hope you really enjoy it. For any of those in the audience who thought, this is awesome, I want a part of that, we practice every Wednesday at chapel at lunchtime. We only have maybe one more week because the exams come around. But next year, for sure, we hope that we can even double this, okay? So, thank you very much, and here is Don't Stop Believing. So thank you, everybody. Don't stop that applause because we got more shows tonight. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you Club for joining us tonight, and thank you, Mr. Brockman, for taking the time out of your busy day to organize and hold rehearsals for the Glee Club. It is very much appreciated. To finish off the front half of our concert tonight, we have the Drumming Circle Ensemble. The Drumming Circle is a new initiative that has started in the second semester this year and is facilitated by none other than our very own Vice Principal, Ms. Martinez. The Drumming Circle meets 1 to 2 times a week during lunchtime to practice. So far this year, they've performed at the Black is Magnificent Assembly, as well as the giant multicultural night that we have here at St. Matt's. So let's give a nice, big, warm welcome to the St. Matt's Drumming Circle.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to be here tonight to celebrate the arts and most especially music. And in front of you, you have the Drumming Circle group. Generally, we have more people, so it varies depending on the event and their availability. We're going to play for you 2 numbers. They need no introduction, so let's start with the first. our second number mixes dance and drumming. So we have a few people moving up to the front. Ready? And then we'll cue our wonderful sound tech crew. All right.
Thank you, drumming circle and Mr. Martinez. Honestly, I feel truly blessed to be part of a school community that has such amazing opportunities for both staff and students. I really wanted to join the drumming circle, but it was on the same day as my lunch supervision duty, so maybe next year we can get that switched to something else if I am here. So that concludes the first half of our program for you tonight. We'll be having a brief intermission. Please check out the amazing artwork from our grade 9 to 12 students and the art club craft art sale just outside the gym. I'll be back in the music room just tuning up the junior and the senior band so that they're good to go for the second half. So yeah, I will see you guys in roughly 10-ish minutes for the junior band. See you then. band's been tuned up and they are both ready to go. Hope you all had a chance to check out the amazing artwork from our students just outside the gym. Starting off our second half, we have the junior band. Let's give a warm welcome to our junior band. Aurora Eclipse is a piece that was inspired by a solar eclipse. I thought that this was an excellent choice for the junior band to play this semester since we all had the opportunity to witness an eclipse this year in the Ottawa region. Instead of me rambling on about the piece, I thought, who better to tell you about it than the composer himself? So here is what Tyler Akari has to say about his piece. I wrote Aurora Eclipse while looking outside at the 2017 solar eclipse. I find space and celestial bodies so fascinating. To think of how small we are compared to the scale of even just the moon is impressive. During a solar eclipse, a beautiful and fascinating aurora sometimes forms around the moon, creating an eerie outline. This ring of fire is actually the sun's outer edges being revealed for the human eye. Let's see show of hands. Did anybody see the eclipse this year? All right, leave your hands up if you were in totality. Yeah, I drove about maybe 45 minutes, an hour south, and saw it in totality, and honestly, it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. If you ever have a chance to go drive it and see it in totality, I highly suggest that you do. It's one of those things that like pictures and videos don't do it justice. So yeah, without further ado, here is Aurora Eclipse.
Look at the trophy. No.
Next up, we have Danza Africana. Traditional dance in Africa expresses the life of the community. I have a little anecdote for this. So back in 2017, something like that, I went to Kenya for a month and helped build some schools and taught arts and crafts over there. And at the very end of it, all the mothers, all the mamas in the community came together and had this big celebration. Everyone was singing and dancing. And I'll always remember what this one mama said to me, especially when I think about Western culture. And she said, God gave you a voice, or a mouth, a voice, so you can sing. And God gave you legs, so you can dance. And the thing is, here in Western culture, everyone's like, oh, I'm not a good singer, I can't sing. Everyone can sing. It's just we put people on stage as like one person that we want to focus on. And so yeah, here in Western culture, I think everyone can sing, so don't let that discourage you. So yeah. Danza Africana is an original composition that builds on the musical concepts of these lively dances, which include rhythmic variety. For this piece, we have Isaac and Aiden joining the percussion section. need an introduction for the older generations here in attendance with one of the most famous rock riffs ever recorded. This tune was a hit for Deep Purple back in 1972. Here's the junior band with Smoke on the Water. Thank you so much. I forgot the album. There we go. For our next song, the junior band will be performing Eric Osterling's Cha-Cha Light. As you might tell from the title, this piece is a cha-cha. So feel free to bust a move if the music compels you to do so. I chose this piece for the junior band because I thought it would be a good contrast. It would contrast the African dance with another dance style. I also thought this would be a good song choice because it features our clarinet section, which I think is one of our stronger sections of the junior band, since many of the clarinet players have previous experience on their instruments. Every time we play this song in the morning rehearsal, I have it stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I hope you enjoy Cha-Cha Light. The last piece the junior band will be performing for you tonight is a piece called Battlestar, written by Chris Bernotas. This piece was composed with a space battle in mind. The beginning features driving rhythms and exciting dramatic melody. An exciting battle scene and a joyous victory follows. Closing the piece with a celebratory note. And once again for this piece we have Isaac and Aiden joining the percussion section. So here is Battlestar. And just like at the Christmas concert, we'll get to hear from the juniors one more time at the end with the combined band after the senior band performs. And speaking of the senior band, I think they're still in the music group, so they should get up there. Sebastian, can you go get the senior band and tell them to leave through the horns? Thank you. Well, it's a good thing I have some jokes prepped, just like I did last year. As I told you, I was a new dad, and I like to go into the dad joke. So this is an interesting way to enter, especially since I told them specifically to enter from the back of the gym. So this is an interesting choice. Jessica, can you turn around and maybe tell the senior band to go the way that I asked you to go? That would be much appreciated. Thank you. So let's take a look at some of those jokes. It is a spring concert, so I have some spring-themed ones. It's not a very long list. There's not a lot of good spring puns and dad jokes out there. But here we will go. Why did the flower crash his bicycle? He lost control of the pedals. Flower, pedals, no sense. I see, interesting. So they elected to go behind the bed shells once again, not from the back of the gym. That's okay. We'll work on that. Why is, we're still on the flower theme. Why is the letter A like a flower? Because B comes after it. Oh, Sam's calling everywhere. We'll get here slowly but surely. It'll be even more chaotic when the juniors come back on stage to join the seniors. Guys, you can come in the front. You don't gotta take the stairs. I think the stairs is mostly for the professionals to feel special. But yeah, you can take the stairs if you so choose. How do you kiss in spring? With tulips. Tulips, yes, tulips, flowers, yes, all the flower theme here. How do bees brush their hair? I know this one's pretty obvious. With honeycombs. What else would they use? Nice. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a setup here because we did get to practice like last time at the Christmas concert. So, tulips there. Oh, this one I really like. This one I wanted to add. So last year I was teaching at Holy Trinity in Canada, and we had multiple bear attacks. There was 3, but only one of them actually closed the school for. And that was a first in my 11-year teaching career to have the school go on. It wasn't a lockdown; it was holding security because there was a bear in the area. So I found this joke quite fitting. What do you call a bear that got caught in a spring shower? Well, that's a grizzly bear. Alright, looks like we're still just getting our last sort of pieces together. Senior band, take a quick look around. Is there anybody that you're missing? No, I think everyone's here. Alright, did you guys hear about the flower who went on a date? It's a budding relationship. Alright, and last but certainly not least, what do bees wear in the rain? They're yellow jackets. Yeah, makes sense, you know, those little raincoats. Alright, looks like everyone is ready. Angelina, is all the auxiliary stuff ready? Perfect. Alright, well then, we will continue on. Alright, I just want to check volume levels super quick. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. So I guess you guys are actually doing work back there, so thank you for that. Alright, let's find my page and we'll wrap up the concert. There we go. Alright, so without further ado, once again, I have the pleasure of introducing the St. Matthew's Senior Band. Here they are. Alright, the senior band will start us off with some music from the motion picture How to Train Your Dragon. The music for this hit movie features magnificent adventure themes, along with some hints of Celtic influences. The music was also nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Score that year, but it actually lost out to The Social Network, which, in my humble opinion, is one of the biggest upsets in regards to movie score awards, but that's just my personal opinion. So with that, here is How to Train Your Dragon. Mr. Chin will be joining the senior band for this next piece, The Bare Necessities. Yeah, let's give it up for Mr. Chin. Mowgli and Baloo's cheerful song from Disney's 1967 animated film, The Jungle Book, is an absolute classic. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean, the bare necessities. Old Mother Nature's recipe that brings the bare necessities of life. A great message for every generation. In this clever arrangement, a peppy two-beat style is featured, while the melody starts off with trombones. And then from there, every section gets into the action, including a solo on tuba by Samuel Sung, right there in the corner, followed by a brief, slower section that showcases a Dixieland combo for a rousing finish. So here is The Bare Necessities. Thank you so much. You're a great audience tonight. Next up, we have highlights from Pirates of the Caribbean. Direct from the blockbuster movie comes a soundtrack filled with excitement and drama. That's what the official program will say. This particular movie and piece I hold dear to my heart. I remember back when I was in high school with the senior concert band, we played a similar arrangement to this. It might actually have been the same arrangement by Ted Ricketts of Pirates of the Caribbean. And I hadn't seen the movie at that point. I was just playing the music in the band, in the orchestra, and I went out and I bought the DVD, and I think that is the first and maybe only time that I've watched a movie back to back. Like I watched it, it ended, and I hit play and I watched it right again because I just wanted to hear the music and get into it. It's such a great movie. So it's been an inspiration for me becoming a music teacher. So I hold this piece to me pretty near and dear. So this medley will feature the Medallion Calls, the Black Pearl, the Pirate's Cove, One Last Shot, and it will finish with the classic He's a Pirate. For our penultimate piece, the senior band will be performing Metrics by Robert Sheldon. Multi-metered and jazz-inspired, this composition is especially unique. Infectious rhythms and tuneful melodies are highlighted by driving percussion riffs, propelling the music through a variety of styles, moods, and textures. The title is a play on words, matrix, which refers to an array of numbers, and metric, which relates to the variety of meters used in this piece. And there are a lot of time signature changes in this piece due to the changing, or of the underlying meter that keeps changing. If I'm going to mess up conducting tonight, guys, this is the one, and that's why I tucked it a little bit near the end of the program. So most pieces for concert band that do have a time signature change usually has 1 or 2, maybe 3. Did anybody in the senior band count how many time signature changes are in this piece? Yeah, there's 23. There's 23 time signature changes. So, yeah. Please wish me and the senior band some luck for Metrics. That may or may not have been the first time I've ever done that without missing a beat, so I impressed myself. All right, last up we have Disney film favorites. Music from Disney's animated classics have become part of our culture and reaches across generations with its appeal. This medley of familiar, melodies will bring back a fond memory for both players and audiences alike. And speaking of memories, just like I was talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, this piece I hold dear to me as well, because when I first met these seniors way back in the first week of September, well, the very first meeting was just like, oh, hi, nice to meet you, this is my name, I want to introduce you, okay, let's figure out the instruments. The second class, I'm like, all right, I want to see what you guys can do. So I heard some of the pieces that they played in the last school year, and one of them was Aladdin, and they're all jazzed about that. Cool, I can get behind this, I'm a big Disney fan, I like that. So I decided to do these Disney film favorites because it does have Aladdin featured in it, and I thought if you like the Disney stuff, it would go well. And so yeah, this piece I handed back out in September, and we've been slowly plugging along with it all year round, so I'm a little sad that it's finally come to this. It's June, we started this in September, so yeah. And oh, before I forget, because this is the last piece, and I'm glad I forgot this, or I didn't forget this because it wasn't in my notes. You may have noticed some of the members of the senior band wearing a flower. Can you guys please just stand up for us, please? Yeah. So these are some flowers that I bought for our grade 12 students. These are the grade 12s in our senior band. This will be the final concert here at St. Matthew's for you guys. So I thank you so much for your help with showing me the ropes here at St. Matthew's and just making it such a great experience. So I wish you the best on all your future endeavors. Thank you very much. All right. Was there one last thing? Oh yeah. So this medley of Disney film favorites includes Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast from, you guessed it, Beauty and the Beast, A Friend Like Me from Aladdin, and The Circle of Life from Lion King. Mr. Chin's joining us again as well. Let's go say Mr. Chin. Over there. All right, thank you. So hopefully the junior band is coming on to join us. We have one final performance for you tonight. And for this piece, as I mentioned, the junior band will be joining the senior band to form a giant combined band. So yeah, I invite the junior band to get back on stage for our finale. And we haven't rehearsed this, but there should be enough shares. We'll just do a quick little setup. So while they're setting up and getting ready, I wanted to take a moment to thank you all, every single one of you, for coming to the concert tonight, especially given the weather. Thank you for choosing to spend your time here tonight with us. I know it means the world to everyone who has been working very hard to put this together. In addition, I'd like to thank all the parents and guardians in the audience tonight. Thank you for helping foster the love of the arts with students. Thank you for driving them to early rehearsals in the mornings and for signing their practice logs as they work diligently at home. Alright, yes. Originally there was a flute player who was not supposed to be here, but now the flute player is here. So we're one chair shy. That's okay. Sure. Flutes, can we scooch down a bit to make some way for you to the back? Thank you so much. And as they are scooching, I'll continue my thank yous. Thank you to everyone involved tonight, all the performers, all the helpers. A big thank you to the custodial staff for making our space clean and helping set up. A big special thank you to Liam at the back there. Wave your hand behind the board, Liam. He helped transform this gym into a performance space through lights, sound, and stage setup of this beautiful band shell. So thank you so much, Liam. Thank you, Mr. Dell and the tech team, as well as the broadcasting team, for setting up and capturing this performance. We've been live streaming the concert, so once again, if any of my family back in Toronto are watching, I'd also like to thank Ms. McCurry and the art students for their wonderful work and for the crafts market. I would like to thank Ms. Mia, head of the arts department, for her help as well. I would also like to, as well as the administration, for the unwavering support of the arts program here at St. Matthew. I would also like to thank Mr. Diab for all of his help mentoring me this year and showing me the ropes at St. Matt. So thank you, Mr. Diab. Many people worked very hard to put this evening together, so if I forgot to mention anyone, please know that you are truly, truly appreciated. Sometimes I forget things in my notes, so I hope I didn't forget anyone, but if I did, please know that you are appreciated. Lastly, I'd like to thank my wife, Ashley, for all of her love and support. And while she did not make any award-winning snickerdoodles for tonight like she did at the Christmas concert, she did design and format the digital program, so thank you. Well, I think I forgot to tune the timpanis during intermission, so I might have to do that briefly now. Alright, this fella wants to tune the timpani. Ryer's looking for a bass player. Can I get a high G? A high G string? Nice and loud. There we go, there's our high G. Yeah, like all the way to the top, pedal to the floor. Alright, that sounds good. And then let's have a C. Third fret. Perfect.
So, on behalf of the whole band, we thank everybody but yourself, and we want to say thank you for this amazing year, and thank you for helping us and with music and choosing such amazing music, and we're very thankful. So yeah, thanks for listening.
All right. also said, whoa, this is a lot of students. Yeah, so one of the reasons why we chose to set up the stage like this is I realized last time that the combined band barely fit the stage up there, and we have the addition of the timpani, the marimba, the xylophone, so we extended the stage down here for you guys to take everyone. All right, next up is Pevensey Castle. Now, here's the official program notes for it. It says, this minor key tone poem is suggestive of the historical times surrounding the fall of Pevensey Castle in the south of England during the Dark Ages. That's the official program notes, but for me, once again, this was another selection that is near and dear to my heart because when I was in school as well, this was actually in elementary school when I was in grade 8. We had a very good music program that I think started in grade 5, so we had a lot of band practice leading into grade 8, and my music teacher, Mr. Fadak, he worked at 3 different elementary schools, and he combined the 3 elementary schools to play Pevensey Castle for Kiwanis Festival, and we won gold that year. So I thought, how cool would it be to have this massive band also perform Pevensey Castle? So this will be our last piece for the night. I hope you guys drive safe and enjoy your time here. Here is Pevensey Castle by Robert Sheldon.
Thank
Alright, thank you everybody. That's all I have. That's it. That's the end of the show. Last time I didn't say Merry Christmas at the end. There's not really anything to say for spring, so Merry Spring. Yes. Yeah, please drive safe on your way home and get your instruments back to the music room. No band practice tomorrow, guys, but yes, all of next week. And our SP's on Tuesday.